Alright guys, so I'm here nice and early, as you can see, Newport Velodrome. Really pleased to say I've got my new bike, which you'll see I'm doing some aero testing on it. Been in the wind tunnel, and now we're coming to the velodrome on it to do some final tinkering and see how I can ride at a decent power in the positions and just fine tune it a little bit. So awesome to get the new bike, to do some testing on it, and hopefully save some watts, which will help me for the races in the upcoming season. Namely St George, the World Champs in May. Not long left now, 4 months. So yeah, can't stop. You know, got to do everything we can to be in top form for it. But hopefully you'll find this interesting, and maybe you'll get some tips that which will help you save some watts as well. Cheers, guys.
Pace, don't you? Like,
yeah.
So you can.
We'll just do it on time anyway. We'll be able to tell if you're. Probably stick in there, all right. Just put your hands on there, just see where you're. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it's fine. What you want to avoid with the no-show is having the pitot too close to your hands.
Oh, right, yeah.
See what I mean? So you want clear airflow hitting it. Sometimes we mount it on the side here.
Yeah.
But we might end up moving it if we have to.
Like that.
That's fine. Yeah. That's fine.
Right. Well, put the shoes on them.
You just get round to 7.
Do you want to just... Yeah, get out, right.
Do you know the code on the power meter off the top there? 29882, ring a bell?
It might be, yeah, I can tell you on here.
And then the other thing we need to do on here is you pair your Wahoo with that speed sensor. So we've got the speed as well, but let's just...
Yeah, 29882, that's it.
Perfect.
And then what do I need to pair this with? The speed sensor, did you
So
say?
you just, if you try and find it's an SRM speed sensor, yeah. Because if we know that's giving you speed from there, we know it's computed. Because without the speed...
You need to spin it to get that to work.
Save speed.
Yeah, what does it say? What's the code?
53423.
Perfect. Is that working? Yeah.
Alright, and then
Indoor anyway, because then it turns GPS off, so we know
perfect.
that it's definitely not going to mess it up.
So, anything you need to tell him before he goes on the track?
Yeah, pedal hard to the left.
Headlock.
How did you find that warm up, Joe?
it was alright, yeah, it was good. So legs started feeling alright towards the end, so I thought, well, we might as well just get in and start cracking on with it.
In terms of feel though, does it feel like you've got hard?
No, it's way faster than what you think. Because I think I had a quick glimpse and I saw 240 watts and I've been like 41, 42 k's an hour.
So they're banging up 40. So what we'll do is, for future tests,
Yeah.
I'll stand in that corner, and all I'm doing is taking a lap every time you come around.
Yeah.
So I'll show you, so say 20.5, and you're pretty bang on average. After lap 2, you've got in right into the rhythm, and then we're like 20, 20, 20, 20. So how you'll see it, if I go, we do that, that would be 21.3.
Oh, perfect, yeah.
And then you can just use me as a visual reference of speed then.
Yeah,
So
that'd be good.
Same
So I
speed
don't
where
even
it
have to worry
was.
about looking down there.
Otherwise, if you look at that, all that's going to happen is you're going to look down and you're going to drift along the track a little
So I
bit.
reckon I probably want to be around 20 because I want to probably be around 44, 45 k's an hour.
22,
something like that.
45.
Yeah,
Spot
so
If you were to see like 9, that would be
Then it's
19.
on- yeah.
Okay, so yeah, if you're looking at 20, and then we know you can keep it consistent throughout then.
yeah,
And if you're always aiming on that same number,
that's what I'm going to do.
That's
'Cause that's around
nice,
like 4 hours for a bike. So that's like pretty much
Bang on the money
the speed you'd be going in an Ironman. So there's no point testing faster or slower
No,
is
no,
there,
no,
than what
you're not gonna be going
than what
fast.
your race speed is.
and you actually got the luxury of that you're going to get a real bike feel as well. So
Yeah,
it's positionally,
exactly,
are you
yeah.
shifting, are you moving?
So I'm going to go for around low 20, something like that.
Cool.
And as long as I'm around that, it'll be bang
I'll
on.
keep an eye as well and make sure once we get into say test 3, 4, 5, there's no shifting on the saddle
Yeah.
or anything like that, just keeping that smooth position.
So Joe, obviously you've just done your recent testing.
Yeah, so we've just done the baseline first. So see what my CDA was from what we got in the wind tunnel to see how it compared in real world conditions. And it was very consistent with what we got in the wind tunnel, but we're watching a guy go around now who's got an incredibly low CDA. He's about 40, 50 watts faster than me, and I'm just thinking what I can do to get close to that because it's pretty impressive.
So what sort of what obstacles are you going to overcome then to try and reduce that aero?
Well, the main one for me is obviously being a triathlete. You're a lot bigger than a normal cyclist, so that's the main obstacle. And then relying on the guys that are here from Argonne who are doing the testing to see what they can come up with and see if we can get it anywhere close or lower than what it currently is. In my mind, I'm a bit stumped as to where to go from here after trying a few different things in the wind tunnel, but we'll see. These guys are the experts, so we'll see what we come up with and hopefully get it lower.
Lovely. And lastly, are you feeling comfortable overall now on the bike?
Yeah, it feels comfortable. Like the laps what I did just a minute ago felt fine, so it definitely felt comfortable, but I would sacrifice some of that comfort for speed if I can.
Perfect, thank you.
And then just click on that.
That's pretty well they did it, isn't it?
Yeah, that might find intervals. And then just do velodrome.
Consistent again there, really nice consistency. So just
Yeah, I was aiming for like 22s when I saw that. Started seeing them because that just felt about right.
Yeah.
That's it. Save, yeah, that's it. And then just wait for it for that to clear. And once it's done that, I'll show you what to do.
One thing I wouldn't mind trying is at some point the angle of the bars, like it's steep, because it didn't feel
You've
it didn't
got plenty
test
of time
as
now
good
we're
in the
up
wind tunnel, but I know it feels a lot more comfortable when you can like
Yeah.
lean into it, so it'd be interesting to see.
Okay, and then just edit that. And write in there what that was. So that was baseline 1, basically Joe baseline 1. Just make sure it's got Joe and we'll know.
Times of runs.
It's all that's yeah. But once you get 2 on there, it'll be a bit more confusing.
Do I need to send that to the cloud?
So we're here today testing with Joe Skipper, Argonne 18 athlete. So we're using the no-show system to fine-tune his position for the season. So we've just done some baseline runs and we've just increased the stack height on the front of the bike to see if we're getting some gains, because obviously for Joe with triathlon, he has to run a marathon after he finishes, so it's really important for us to try and find a position that's aero, but also that's sustainable over the 100 and odd miles that he has to do for Ironman triathlon.
Because it's easy with the optimisation of you go 5 mil here, 5 mil there, and you go down one kind of path, so you've gone out kind of long and thin, but maybe kind of shorter and higher.
We tried that. We did try that in the tunnel, but that wasn't very good. That was one of the things we tried before we went longer. We tried putting it quite high up and then gradually got it lower and stuff like that, and changed the angle at different heights. But it didn't seem to go too well. But I mean, could it be better in real well positions?
But the question though is, when you stretch out more, is that really sustainable for you?
I don't know. I've never really tried it. But it feels like at the moment it feels like
you could do
absolutely fine. Yeah. I mean, the other position I had on my last bike was quite stretched out, and it felt absolutely fine. But I mean, the worst case is if it doesn't feel sustainable, you can always knock it back to what it was, and you've
but
not
you
lost
know what
anything.
you're knocking it back to. That's the difference.
Well, yeah.
Do you see what I mean? So
Yeah.
if you're going there, you can always come back.
Exactly. Yeah.
You don't have to stay there.
Exactly. You don't have to stay there. It'd be good to just try and get in a really aero position. I can just be right, I've got time to train on it. And worst case scenario, if I can't hold it, then I'll just knock it back. Nothing lost. But if I can cope with it, then I've gained loads, haven't I? It's a massive gain.
So what do you want to do next?
He said just keep the same, but just try and keep your head, make a conscious effort to keep your head really close to your hands.
Although I don't think it'll be interesting to see, but I think the gains aren't there with the angle when you're stretched out as much.
But next time, just think of something and we can just go for it. Right?
So have you brought that stuff I gave you last night from?
Yeah, he's got it in his.
So we can.
You've got the stuff when you're in your bag. Yeah.
All right, Kylie, ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
2 laps and 12 laps.
All right.
So we're just setting up some cameras so we can compare the different position changes that we're making with Joe. So when we go offline, we can overlay the pictures and see how the changes have actually interacted with what he's doing with his body. And again, just a record that goes along with the numerics of the session, really. So we're capturing from the side and from the front, and then we can just see how he evolves through the test session.
What does that?
I mean, I don't particularly know what we kind of get out for it, because unless you're kind of thinking that you can put some nutrition up there or something. But
So do you think?
What Harry's concerned about is the sponge. You put the sponge in, and you're going to get the benefit of a sponge, and the water's going to be soaking.
Yeah.
oh, so it would actually be a thing that you would put on.
Well, we got that old suit at home, haven't we? The one that you left with, you said split and whatever. We could actually knock up a sponge and put a pocket on the back there one time and try that before you go.
If you're trying that, you're going to know now.
Yeah.
Before you never know.
Yeah. Just try it and see what. Or couldn't you just get them to make something in the suit, or something?
Move back, move it around.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, once you test it, let's test it.
You can't.
I'll go for it now then.
Yeah.
So it's not seen as an aerodynamic aid. What he said was, certainly for World Championships, that's your World Championship stick. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you've got a pocket and a little tab, you just pick it up, put it in as he's in transition.
Yeah.
Like, we can see there, if that's worth sticking in there, it's worth practicing that.
Yeah.
Why not? Do you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
if he's going to gain 10, 15 watts, but whether it's that much or
Whether
not.
it's that, yeah. But the only way you'll ever know whether it works is to try it, isn't it?
That's what you got to test. Absolutely.
But the power out of that is...
Well, that's what we're here for, isn't it? Like, if we don't test, we don't know, do we? But like, there's no point me not testing it and then thinking, oh, I think that's quicker, and then not knowing the results, is it?
Oh, no.
Like, like, if it doesn't work, then I'll put it back, won't I? You know. So radical change coming up here. I've just moved the seat right far back. I'm not sure how rideable it's going to be, but we'll soon find out. But basically, the idea of this is just to test whether or not this going more stretched out and moving the seat further back is faster, and also seeing how it affects your power. That's the good thing, what you can test on the velodrome. Like in the wind tunnel, you could get a yes or no answer as to whether or not it's faster or slower, but you can't see how rideable it is, whereas going around here, I'll know whether or not I can hold the power that I need to in an Ironman, and also I'll be able to test the aerodynamics of it. Dad, I think the angle of the seat's a bit weird, isn't it? Like, that looks like it's a massive slope. It's not. The seat's not level.
You want the seat higher?
I need it level, like it looks like, because it pretty much can't go any further back than this. So I don't really know how it'll feel, but we'll find out.
Did you change height as well?
No height change. If this is really bad, I might come in early, because I don't know how.
So we'll do a 2 and a 12 again, okay?
Are we having a fire?
Ball run on your call, okay?
Alright guys, so finished the day of testing at the Newport Velodrome, and the results look pretty good so far. I think looking roughly at the numbers, what we've seen, it looks to be like a 20 watt improvement, but they've got to crunch the numbers, so not 100% sure on that, but that is awesome news because this is on a position that we found in the wind tunnel, so mega pleased with that, and hard work's definitely looking like it's paying off on the aero testing front. As you can see, the new bike, awesome colours, loving the look of it. So really pleased with everything, and hopefully this test and what I've done in the wind tunnel and the velodrome will pay off massively this year. So really looking forward to seeing putting the position into practice and getting some decent results. So stay tuned for some races coming up, guys.